Welcome back everybody to the next video for chemical kinetics. In this particular video, we'll be just briefing up about the order of a reaction. The independent questions on order are generally less, but the order of a reaction is used completely in the following part of the chapter, so it is very important. Okay. Now in front of you is a simple rate equation, okay, which we call the rate law. We have already discussed about the rate law in our previous video, so you can watch that if you don't know how to go about rate law. Okay. It's under the playlist of chemical kinetics. Many other videos are there as well. Okay, so please watch them and do comment as well for me. Okay, all right. So this equation states that the rate of the reaction is equal to the rate constant times the concentration of two reactants A and B raised to the power of x and y. Now to just sum it up, the rate law of a reaction, the rate law always tells you that rate of a reaction is always directly proportional to the concentrations of the reactants. Suppose there are two reactants and these concentrations are raised to some power which we let x and y, and these power may or may not be the stoichiometric coefficients of the reactant. Okay, and to remove the proportionality we have a constant which we call as the rate constant. So this becomes k, which is the rate constant ax by. The important thing to remember is that x and y may be stoichiometric coefficients or may not be the stoichiometric coefficients. If I have just one reactant, then I would just write it in terms of A. If I have two, I'll write A and B and so on. Okay, this was your rate law. Now based on this rate law only, we have to do something known as the order of a reaction. Now the order of a reaction in simplest terms is, if I write this equation, the order of the reaction is x plus y. Okay, this is the order for the reaction, x plus y. That means the sum of the power of a reactants in the rate law is the order. Okay, sum of power of reactants is the overall order of the reaction. Okay, important thing, don't confuse yourself with overall order and order. There are two things when we talk about order. Okay, order can be of two types. This is used in questions also in numericals: overall and with respect to a reactant. Okay, so for this I will just take up this equation once again, that the rate was equal to k ax by, this reaction we were doing. The overall order of the reaction is the sum of the powers of all reactants. Whatever reactants are there, just add the powers and you get the overall order. Now for order with respect to a reactant means to that particular reactant what is the order. This is the order for the total reaction. Suppose I want to find the order with respect to A. In this case, the power of A will be the order with respect to A. Power of A is x, so x is the order with respect to A. Suppose I want to find the order with respect to B. The power on B will be the order with respect to B. That means y is the order with respect to B. But if I want to find the overall order of the reaction, it will always be the sum of the powers, that is x plus y. But when I am talking about an order with respect to a reactant, it is going to be the power of that particular reactant is the order with respect to a reactant. Okay. On the basis of this, there are many questions as well. Suppose they have written in any question that the reaction follows second order with respect to A and third order with respect to B. Okay, second with respect to A and third with respect to B. Okay, suppose this is write the rate equation. So how would you write the rate equation? You would write that rate is equal to, this is the question, you would write that rate is equal to rate constant times A B. This is the general form you have write. Okay, the product of the concentration of reactants into the rate constant. Now they have written it is second order with respect to A. That means with respect to means we'll just talk about the power of A. That means the power of A will be 2. Third order with respect to B means power of B will be 3. That is the equation. So this is how you will be proceeding in such questions when order is given with respect to a reactant. Okay, overall is the sum, and if you are asked about the overall order of the reaction, will be 2 plus 3 x plus y, that is equal to 5. Okay, based on the order, reactions can be classified as first order reaction, zero order, second order, third order, etc. And we use these terms frequently, as you will be seeing in my upcoming videos and already existing videos in chemical kinetics. Now just an important note before we close the class is that order is a number. Of course we already know order is a number. Okay, and this number can be anything. It can be a whole number also. Okay, whole number is possible. It can be a fraction also. And the most important thing is in whole number, I said, because it can be zero also. A reaction can be having zero order. Zero order just means that the power of the reactant is zero. That means the reaction is independent of the reactant. Okay, this we have discussed in zero order reactions. You have separate video for them, so you can just watch it down. Okay, so order can be any numeral identity including a zero. It could be any number 1 2 3 to n, any number. It can be a fraction as well. Okay, so this is an important point you need to remember for MCQ based questions also, because in MCQs they often test you on the basis of this point as well. Okay, so with this we have brushed up the concept of order. We have taken up a question to clear it as well, and in the next video we'll be discussing the units of rate constant and how order of a reaction determines the units of rate constant. Stay tuned for them. So we'll be back soon. Take care, stay safe, and do subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon soon. Thank you.